Bridgette Sexton.
I'm Sophia Kovanis.
Marci Blakney.
And we just finished up a great Sabbath here at the Novak's property in Placerville, California. Basically, the purpose of the weekend is for everyone from different churches who have the same common belief in the holistic view of the Bible to come together and to enjoy the fact we share in the same spirit and the same purpose. And do you guys want to talk about the inspiration for the weekend?
Yeah. I mean, it started, was it last March?
Two marches ago.
2 marches ago. Yeah. We were camping in Big Sur, and we have the three of us and our other good friend Danielle, and we're all just super good friends. I mean, and we all come from 4 different churches, and we thought, we get along so well together, and we build off of one another. We build off the strengths that each other has developing in the churches that we have been, and we thought, there's no reason why we shouldn't all be able to interact like this
and
to share what we have and what we found. And so we started Togetherness for the first year, last year, and it was really a good success. And this year, it's been even better.
Well, let's just start with there's food. Lots of glorious food. Elise's goodies. There are goodies all around. Cheez-Its. It's a pretty rad weekend. I'm going to pass this off now.
Yeah. So we've almost doubled.
Yeah, we're growing. We're definitely branching out, getting people from different churches and areas. Iowa, Texas, Washington, D.C. And so I think that our little example here, the things that we've learned together, have definitely inspired us to approach this together. I think that on our own, it'd be a lot to take on, but it really does help that you have this inspiration and you can go take it further.
I mean, God's hand has definitely been in last weekend and present throughout the whole thing, and this weekend Justin. And even just doors have been opened in all sorts of areas to make this whole thing possible.
And just the simple things like food and
finances.
It just seems like everything multiplies and works out really well. And God provides the perfect environment and this perfect speeches. We definitely learned a lot today from ministers and young and youth alike who had the opportunity to speak to their peers and to people who maybe they'd never met but share a common belief with. And it's really cool to see them rise up as young men and actually take a place in making a difference and an impact within their own faith.
Okay, I'm sitting here with Evan Kovanis, and he's one of the ramrods of this Togetherness Weekend. And I hear you're out drumming up speakers for some of the young people to put on some presentations. What's the whole general idea behind that?
So we encourage all the young men that can make it to the weekend to put together a short mini sermonette type of thing. Just whatever's on their minds. It's kind of straight from the horse's mouth. So we can kind of hear from our peers, and we get a lot of messages that are appropriate from the ministers, but it's nice to sometimes hear exactly what the rest of us are dealing with and what we see as issues that can be worked on and within the church. So
it sounds good.
Yeah, it's been I've really enjoyed doing it. I think that everyone that speaks enjoys doing it every time. Yeah.
Probably next year we'll have a lot more people.
Hopefully, get the word out a little earlier.
It's just nice to see the whole weekend, everybody interacting with one another and discussing God and His plan and just getting along.
Yeah.
In the right way.
Definitely. I think the purpose of this is to say there's no reason that we're such a small group. Like God's people are so scattered and we're so small. We are the meek of the world, and there's no reason for us not to be together despite organizational or small, minute differences. Like, I don't really care what you believe about a specific minute detail if it's different than mine. I care because I want to know, but not because I care it's different.
Yeah, and the point is not to just completely ignore all those minor differences, but rather than being scared of those differences, discuss them, see what you can learn from one another, and don't be afraid of just kind of getting out there and definitely being open with it.
And the character building that comes with, learning the differences between one another and accepting them and working in unity and building those bonds.
It's just great to see everybody here and sharing this time together.
Yeah, the spiritual maturity level here is just outstanding. I mean, for it being a youth activity, it really surpassed my expectations as far as that goes.
Well, anyway, Tim, you gave just an awesome message today.
Thank you.
And I know I heard everybody talking about how much it inspired them, and they haven't heard a message like that for a long time.
Well, hopefully it stimulates some discussion, because you can't get everything out, you know.
Well, I know myself, I was just handed this give bracelet here just a few minutes ago because apparently I inspired somebody.
Oh, well, good.
And I'm supposed to pass it on to somebody who inspired me, so I'm going to give it to you. And being as I don't have my glasses, I can't quite read the instructions.
You mean those instructions?
There are instructions. So that's yours,
Well,
and,
that's
and
great.
then you can give that to somebody who's inspired you.
Well, that's very encouraging. Thank you. And I really appreciated your message as well. Put this on here.
Place here is beautiful as well. We have a huge barn that hosts all the females and also all of the activities. I just got hit in the head with a mosquito.
We have beautiful weather this year. The river is just down the way down here. The guys are camping out right above it.
Oh, good.
Okay, so the weekend actually is still not over. We have another day of fun down in Tahoe. But today we had Sabbath here in the barn, and we actually outgrew the barn this year, which is pretty exciting. So we had probably 70, 80,
90.
I'd say 90 plus.
90 plus people, and we had great services, some hymn praise, and then some mini speeches from the guys.
Yeah.
Now it's time for some enchiladas and barn dancing.
Tomorrow we're actually going to make it to Tahoe this year.
And also next year this will be a reoccurring event. If we have to expand the number of porta potties, we're totally okay with that.
willing to do
And
that.
it's on Memorial Day weekend.
Memorial Day
Again.
weekend every year. You should come.